So V2 alternate is like literally kind of like it's kind of a it's like a 1, 2, 3. It's like a waltz. So you set the ski down first, then you come up with the poles. So ski poles then over. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And so it's a very relaxing technique. So you set the ski down, up you go, and then over. The waltz. And it's not used in if you get open field or this V2 alternate, you can probably V2 and be going faster. So
it's good at like
but it's really good if you're like skiing with a group and you're behind somebody and you're just drafting. It's like a really nice recovery technique. But you won't see it too much in the low count. Sometimes, I mean, some skiers just do it very, really well. And you can work on both sides, you know, like, I would work on trying to, like, open field, being able to do both sides. Same with the V1, like, you need to be comfortable going left and right. Yeah. And I do all these drills with just, like, one pole, you know?
Yeah.
Because then it makes your core be very symmetric. You know? Or no poles, you know, I should be able to V2 without putting. And then I gotta make my legs like, you know, I'm actually gonna like push with my legs, right? Instead of me just like. And so one of the drills I'll do for V2 with my fingers is we start with just double pulling on skis or roller skis and be really comfortable. And then I'll have them just kind of fall to each ski, you know? So not really pushing with the legs, just kind of getting that balance. Trying to ski pretty narrow. The tough thing about V2 is like everyone thinks you need to like stick the landing, like no, like the technique, like your gliding foot, you can just set it down right underneath you. You can't like stick it a foot that way and launch yourself and expect to stick that landing. Like I can, barely. No way I'm doing that here. So you need to be like right on top of your skis, and then you can just do this power transfer, you know, just weight transfer. And so then they're V2, and then you add push with the leg.
I like to do that drill like if you hop into a track and you just double pull, and then you just lift one leg up to really to make sure you're balanced and loaded, and then hop out of the track and then try it. And that really helps with balance and getting the rhythm of V2. Awesome. Then we could just quickly talk about transitions. Like, how do you transition between your techniques?
So, I really like if you should be V2ing, you like in your brain, it's like I should V2 this, and you're just stuck in V1. It's really hard to go from this because in V1 your hips are kind of it's hard to get the hips forward, so they're kind of stuck back. You're like I should V2 right now. Really, really tough to like try to add that calf stroke and get the boat up on plane, if you would. So usually most of the juniors that I ran a race and they're stuck just doing this uphill or train they should be too. I'm like just put the legs together, double pull twice, 3 times, and then step into V2, and you got it. Instead of like, oh I'm stuck into V1 and I need to V2, and I'm like I gotta try to like get that whole shot. It's really tough.
And how about you kind of do the fakie drill where you tap?
Oh yeah, so if you're V1ing and like, oh I need to go like, you know, I need to go the other side, like, you know, you just do like a little tap and then go. I won't tap and go. I'm not trying to lose a stroke, you know, so I will like get like a half one and then go, you know. But that's and then switching. You know, if you're V2ing and you get to a steep hill, you know, you just kind of step into it. It's pretty. It's like downshifting. It's quite easy, but upshifting.
When would any of us master skiers or younger than that, not World Cup skiers, but the average marathon skier want to use jump skate at all? Probably not.
I mean, like, I guess if you're trying to bridge a gap a little bit, like, and so.
Like over the Berkey Bridge?
Yeah.
Yeah.
like, and like, I mean, like, if you're on steep terrain and it's a short hill, you can add like a tiny little, little know, they're this is a 21% male. This thing goes to 30 actually. It goes really steep. But like the reason it looks like a jump is because their hands and hips are moving forward so quick that it'll get them off the snow. So they're like,
Yep.
like the movement pattern. It's not because they jumped. It's because their limb velocity moving
Yes.
forward is so quick. It looks like they're coming off the snow.
Yes. That leads me into the last thing I want you to cover is just arm retrieval. I see a lot of people just kind of not bringing up their arms quick enough. They just kind of let them kind of slowly come up. And just talk a little bit about arm retrieval and demonstrate how quick and
Yeah, so like I never let when I finish a stroke, I never let my hands hang out back here, because what they do means your chest is down, you're not breathing and circulating blood very well. So like my deceased Russian coach Igor would say, like, back here, this is the oven, hot. Your hands are back here, hot, throw them forward. And so I always rest at the top of the stroke, but you never stop the hands, so you don't stop and rest. It's like a asymmetric pendulum. So it's like swing back, swing forward, then you can slow down here, 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 and then when you're ready to go, like, trying to like punch out your arch nemesis. You are just slamming that thing. But just that initial plant, then you finish the stroke, it's icing on the cake, and then you kind of snap them back kind of quick. A lot of people, what happens is they pull, stop their hands right here, and then they kind of, and so that's a terrible way to fight. I can demonstrate that. So you're like, pause, and then try to go.
Right.
And it's like, it's trying to like manufacture momentum. It's like if I finish the stroke, and then I can kind of get the hands to come up. If I just bring them up slowly, it's like all work all the time.
Yeah.
I'd rather like whip the hands forward, and then pause at the top of the stroke. Then I get like a little reprieve like at the height. If I kind of slow down at the top, I can like look forward. I'm in a good human body position, like I can breathe. Like I don't breathe well down here.
No.
So you want like good chiropractic posture, so like chest up, hips up, shoulder blades back. Right? Let's see like this, like most of my family that comes and watches the ski race, like they think I'm 6 foot. They're like, you must have grown, like, but it's just because I ski very upright now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that is so key, you guys. Just in practicing good posture, even at home, and it is key with skiing. Because if we're just always, if we're starting like this, there's no power. Just think of it as hammering in a nail. You wouldn't start right here, right? You'd be up, you'd be open, and then you'd load it. Same with skiing. You need to get up and load it to bring it down. I think it also is like a pull. I'm digging a hole with my poles, and then I want to quickly get out of that. Dig it quickly. Okay.
yeah,
Anything else?
Yeah. I don't
Any other
anyone-
questions you guys have? Things you didn't see? Any too hot?
Much more adventurous on my road because they're skis, but skiing on this treadmill is like the hardest sport